Huh?
I said y'all are very enthusiastic about it.
No, because I would have never done it had she come here. Like I would have never done that. But it needed to be done.
And do you feel like she needed to be knocked off the high horse?
When Kevin Samuels came to the pod, one of my first questions before this interview could even proceed properly, it was, who are you?
The Joe Budden podcast got a hold of the Paul Pierce, Cheyenne Bryant clip that is making the rounds since I covered it here on the channel a couple days ago. Joe Budden destroys Cheyenne Bryant. As if we needed more destruction, but I think everybody is just on the same page about this. They were questioning who this woman really was and why she's out here giving advice to millionaires about broken homes and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, go out there to the hood and talk about broken homes. You know what I mean? These are kids that are probably well provided for. And for some reason, nobody paid attention to what was going on in the personal life of this messenger. It was just automatically assumed that she was good. Well, rude awakening.
You got it, that's that Ish coffee mug. Put some coffee or tea in that right now.
This is Ish's specialty.
Turning up on this next topic. Muffins
will be cracked
on this next topic. Look at Ish.
Hey, yo, you couldn't make this.
All right, listen, let's get right to it, man. Enough is enough. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was on the Hot and Bothered podcast. And then on one of our Patreon episodes,
That's another thing. I didn't cover the Hot and Bothered podcast that she was on. It's a media blitz right now, I guess, and lead up to her own personal YouTube show.
Discussed Dr. Cheyenne Bryant being on Hot and Bothered. And it was a good conversation, but one of the things I said was, we just don't know enough about this young lady. She popped up, she's doing her shit, she's doing content creation, she's on TV, she's on reality shows, she's in all of our black content spaces. But let's just learn more about her is all. So not even 2 weeks later, she is on with Paul Pierce and his co-host, who I love. She's coming here sometime soon, too. I absolutely adore her. And they had an interesting conversation about what I think is some of the same. So if you'd like to hear it, here you go.
So you was his work on with you. This is about you. You can flip the script on us. We over here. Man, he showed me. But it was good. It was no, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating single. What do I tell for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating.
This clip is a classic now.
Life. I have really good companions.
How many do you date right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone.
Oh,
I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
A lot of words.
But you have companions.
5 years. You been his work. You still his work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we gonna take this sheet clothing off.
I have the rope teeth going out. No, we
You
have
been somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years, and yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's true. And
Spinning and
Pause it
spinning
there
and
for a
spinning.
second. That was our first revelation from this. And let me start this way. I don't typically agree with Paul Pierce's interview style.
This was good, though.
No,
this was good.
This is exactly what the moment called for, was his interview style.
I agree.
And I do like Paul Pierce when he's by himself. And not by himself, but just talking without a distinguished panel.
That's the first time I've ever heard her sound like she's lost her footing. That's the first time I've ever heard that. She speaks with so much,
passion and conviction
and chutzpah, and just very direct. And she's thought out what she says. She doesn't stutter. She doesn't do. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
When you're on the offense a lot with the topics that she has her opinion on, and she doesn't leave any room for anybody to ask her these questions. She didn't think about that. Like, she was so...
It's rehearsed.
She was so adamant, or she knows the topics that she wants to address.
Yes.
She's already has it set up already.
Yes.
And she forgot to address the topics about herself.
No, nobody's ever pulled
But you forgot to set up the play about yourself to have the proper answers, because no one asked you about that because you're making it about the person you're interviewing.
And Nick Cannon and Cam Newton were ill prepared. They did not know what they were going into, and that was kind of the problem. When Cheyenne Bryant went on these shows, she ambushed these guys. When you got somebody that's seen that happen, Paul Pierce said, "It's not going to happen to me. Trust and believe. You're not coming in here getting off on me." even though he allowed her to do her normal thing, he let her punch herself out. It was masterful. It was like a rope-a-dope by Ali. He let her punch herself out in the first 3 rounds. In the 4th round, he started getting her, jabbing her, and ended up in a knockout because I don't know if she can recover from this. You know, that's the thing. We see so often that our female personalities are not held to the same scrutiny that male personalities are held to. If this was a performance by a man and he got exposed in this way, there's no coming back from that. Nah. But you always got a contingent of simps and pandering dudes that are going to be like, oh, she's pretty, she's this, I'm going to keep her around, y'all being too hard on her. No, at a certain point, when you notice that somebody's out here just scoring points for no reason, they out here going around on a tour and purporting to have credentials that, once again, our man Corey Holcomb called out, made it clear that these are in question, these are questionable. Now you get to see what people's response is going to be. Are they going to acknowledge that fact that this is in question, or are they going to go back to sleep?
Surprised that she wouldn't have been prepared for that line of questioning, because another line of questioning that she gets a lot is her credentials,
right,
or whatever they are.
Credentials and who you're dating right now is 2 different things.
No.
I'm a fan of experience more than I am credentials. Not to discredit credentials, but when I say who are you, I don't mean what school did you go to, what degree do you have, what frat you in. I don't mean all that front-facing, present well shit. I mean, who are you?
Yeah. No, I
under that.
Facts.
Hold up for a minute and past that. Hearing this revelation from her makes it more difficult for me to understand how she don't understand broken homes, having kids out of
toxic masculinity.
all of it. No, I was about to go just down the gauntlet.
Yeah, but
All of it. Go ahead.
She understands. It's just a mask. She understands.
no, but if a man got on a public broadcast and said, "Yo, I have had some work for 5 years,
Spin the block.
off and on. I spin the block from time to time,
Spinning and
et cetera,
spinning
They're
and
not
spinning.
emotionally mature enough.
No, we ain't get there yet.
No, wait.
We ain't get there yet.
Oh,
We ain't
well,
get that far yet.
let's
Please
pull
keep
up.
going.
He doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. We working together.
She slipped the
I
jab.
would imagine-
Try to.
Or is he? You
Try to roll.
you have
He
that.
wants a relationship. He
And
wants
you
to be
don't.
committed.
You just like the sex.
No. Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like
I
that.
am not vitamin D deficient,
No,
so
no, don't try
everything
to
is
show.
good in that
No.
department.
She
He wants.
He's slow walking the dog.
Absolutely. He is.
And yo,
Yep.
she
He
keeps
But that
trying
dog
to,
is outside.
No, he
she trying to escape.
and he's hungry.
That dog is outside though.
No.
He's slow walking that dog. That dog is outside on a crowd. That dog is in Greenwich, crowded neighborhood. It's a lot of people on the street for a big hungry dog. Cane Corso.
Mel, you look disappointed listening to this.
Corso.
No, I'm taking it all in. I know there's about like 5 minutes and 30 seconds or like 5 minutes left, so I'm processing, but
This is a rough one for Mel here. You know, Mel just had an interview with her. She's been, trying to get her podcast off the ground. I get it. It's a guest. She has a somewhat personal relationship with her now. I'm glad she's letting her honest feelings out here, because she's actually disappointed that Cheyenne was not more prepared, that Cheyenne was not more forthright or telling the truth. A lot of people brought up the fact that think that Cheyenne might be just capping altogether with this story about this 5-year relationship, this casual relationship that she keeps spinning the block on. Meanwhile, she's telling other people to be married and for men to be vertical and no children out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Mel is able to process and speak at least somewhat truthfully about how bad this really is for Cheyenne Bryant's reputation.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
In the second out, In the second out forward to clip order, and we're not going to play the entire 6 minutes, but go ahead.
Yeah, and just to be clear about the whole credential conversation, this is something that it's a subject that gets broached a lot. So she has prepared answers.
Like, what gives you the right to speak on relationships,
yes,
et cetera, et cetera.
And I agree with Joe. Sometimes, a lot of times lived experience is enough to speak on a subject. But barring that, I'm surprised that she did not have a prepared answer for this. Like, I am very surprised. Very surprised. And I know about what she says later on just because a girlfriend of mine heard it. And the exact words from my girlfriend was, I was such a big fan of hers until she said this. And I was like, wait, what happened? And then she told me about it. So this is literally my first time, like, actually hearing the dialogue between the two.
I'll play.
I'm disappointed. I thought you was one of them ones. I thought you was the female Kevin Samuels. No. See, it ain't that easy to be the female Kevin Samuels. Many have tried. Many have failed. It ain't that easy to be the male Kevin Samuels. People thought Kevin Samuels was a negative. They thought what he did was easy, that it was punching down, but now you kind of see the machinations of how brilliant that really was, that moment in time. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels was the one who put this out here, the one who made this a job that people wanted to attain, had some life experience, and wasn't perfect. Admitted he wasn't perfect on many, many occasions. He was not playing this role that she's playing. That's the difference. It's a difference in tactics. It's a difference in truth telling, And we're better for it to come out. The Truth After Dark with Paul and Azar.
A little more.
She done kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we both have.
That's still crazy. 9 years, really? When a woman is dating, and I said this in a previous video, when a woman is dating a man 9 years her junior, there is a desire for control. There's a desire for her to be in charge of that relationship. And she alludes to that fact when she talks about walking him on the leash. We in some interesting territory here.
Work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
so you're waiting on that?
No, I'm not waiting on it, and I don't have him waiting.
You got her in the blender.
Spin
cycle.
I mean, it's
He's doing the Lord's work right now. Is he?
Absolutely.
Wow. His red pajamas and feel
But
like
know what's funny about this? I'm trying to find a way to pause it. Know what's funny about this?
What?
For all that big cash money shit she be talking, she can't even see this.
At all.
She can't.
No, I think this is what I'm assuming. I think when she gets on most public stages, most people have a certain level of reverence and respect that they not trying to ask you, yo, so the dick is good. She was like, what? She didn't think he was going to say no shit like that.
Right.
Most people not going, as Melissa goes on somebody's show, they don't be like, man, when the last time you got some good dick? Like, people not going to ask you that. So I think
if you could see Melissa's face right now, she's like, well, maybe they would. No.
He blindsided her with some of the questions that he's asking, and she wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, just on some hood booger shit.
Yeah. She wasn't prepared for it.
I think that what happened, because I would want to question her, like, what did you think was going to happen when you went on Paul Pierce's podcast?
That's called The Truth.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I think that what she thought was going to happen, and this is just my thinking.
Assumption.
I think that it would have gone, by way of her thinking, it would have gone the same way that her being on Cam Newton's show and Nick Cannon's show. She ran those interviews.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? And she came out smelling like roses out of them, and she kind of like, mopped the floor with them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Had everybody?
I think
it was perceived
that
way.
Pretty bad.
Yes.
That she mopped the floor.
Yes, it was.
But I don't think they took the angle that Paul is taking.
They did not.
They did.
Oh, they didn't get a chance.
They were on. They were on.
She made it
they were on defense.
Yeah,
Paul's in control.
He's on offense.
That's the difference.
They were on defense with her.
Yeah, he ain't let her slip out of it either.
And
it's tough to do that shit she be doing with Paul Pierce, who's so unapologetically himself and in his views.
And he not looking for acceptance. He don't. I won't say he don't care about how he's handling her, but a lot of times in media today, we got to kind of handle these situations with kid gloves. So the questions that you might want to ask or the statement that you might want to make, you're not going to ask in a public forum like, yo, the dick is good. Nobody's going to ask that.
I'm going to play this clear. I want to get to the part at the end. You know the part.
Don't try to come with the suit jacket, the boots. You still.
See, he's saying what I was saying.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach.
He's saying a little more.
Well, I'm just talking about with the suit jackets.
Oh, okay. A small community in the city of Los Angeles.
I can see through all of that.
Yeah.
I hate to bring it back to being outside and what that means, right? Even though I feel like this podcast is largely responsible for making that popular again, the term outside. Outside means people saw you.
No.
People know, yeah.
I know what y'all hood represented. Yeah. I was outside. I remember, yo, dog.
He's saying to her, hey, you from Long Beach, right? And even her response to that was
I'm from a small community within such a
No. You from Long Beach, I'm saying. Like, you not understand, I'm not calling her Mel. I'm saying
Yeah.
like, I'm from Inglewood.
No.
I know people
That know you.
from over there.
Oh, you went to Mother Seton?
Yeah.
Oh, I had the number to that phone.
Yes.
I know.
I grew up with niggas from your hood. We talk today, now. I know what you was on. But this is the nicest way Paul Pierce could say that. Yo.
And there's also the theory that Paul Pierce seems to know more, and she is aware that he knows more of her situation than she's willing to admit, or her history, right? I even thought about it. You know, somebody in the comments said something and it sparked the idea to me that, does Paul Pierce actually know the guy that she's talking about, that she's in a relationship with, the 31-year-old? That's a possibility. If he played ball, yeah, of course he does, right? So it's no telling, you know, because that could be the reason why we get a little tiptoeing around Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and we get to see her out of character, a character that we've never seen her in. We get to see her vulnerability as this person, which, you know, when she has this new show, she needs to just come out. If I'm going to give some media advice, and this is Fawcett Media speaking, she needs to come out and be honest about all that shit she brought up in that Paul Pierce interview. Because right now, she's looking real funny in the light. And she needs to come clear and clear up the whole situation about having 5 dudes. Is this what you're teaching women? To have 5 dudes in the back pocket at all times, even though you're trying to have a kid, even though you're trying to get married? You know, this whole thought process that is counterproductive to women having successful relationships. I've heard so many people talk about women should date multiple men. Don't you know that's how men get, maybe I should say, unalived, because it is the internet. But I don't think women understand that. They trivialize this idea of competition, that I'm going to have multiple men sitting here to this point. But you're also introducing a whole nother set of issues that you have no grasp of, no idea of. I don't play like that. If I think you're my girl, right? And this is the thing. It's fine if you my work. That's what Paul Pierce was saying. If you just the work, that's cool. But if you in a relationship, and I think I'm in a relationship, but you are playing the field and you got 5 different other people, that is a recipe for disaster. Women, you keep playing with this if you want. It's going to be a long night. You know what I'm saying? Like, for either you or the other guys. And I'm not saying that anybody should do that. I'm not saying that that is right, but it is realistic. This is what we're talking about what women sometimes don't understand about men. I mean, you even got some bitch ass dudes out here repeating that shit. Oh yeah, you should have multiple guys. Yeah, absolutely. Do it if you want to. Do it at your own peril.
I know where you're from. I was there.
I ain't the rest of them.
I was outside.
See, nobody else could do that.
Exactly.
Cam couldn't do that. Nobody else was going to do that.
Right.
He has great qualities.
I'm done with it. I want to get to the end now. I'm done with it.
No.
With me, he just
That ain't what
emotionally
I asked you.
is.
I asked you about his job and all that.
He does well.
Look,
in all
yeah. Word
areas.
vomit. Word salad.
What's
Okay, she
going on?
answered
Too many
that.
words.
He does well in
Oh, girl, trying to
all
bail
Cares
out.
if he
No,
does
no.
what? Man,
that's broad.
shut up.
Paul kept his foot on that neck, and he kept correcting her. He kept pulling her back from saying what she was going to say. The track that she's used to going on when these certain topics come up. And that is what made this situation what it is that fact that he kept redirecting it. He kept readjusting her. He kept coming back. When she used a catchphrase, he made her stay on task. And that's what you have to do. That's what we saw here. This is a man giving out instructions. This is a man that actually put his foot down for once and didn't coddle her. She's not used to that. You can tell. And probably that's why she's been having so much problem getting under somebody's program, getting down with the team, getting that relationship that she wants.
Paul, you're a man, so you answer this question.
See, this is what she does.
Nah, it's question time. Nah.
He goes back and forth from I
Dog.
love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him, and it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you, I'm not sure that I can facilitate you, I'm not sure that I
Look
can
at
be
this.
with you. So when I say emotionally
I can't believe she did all this here.
Instability,
It's the most
it's
toxic
like
shit.
him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable. His emotions in the relationship are just unstable to where as a man, you gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
Okay, I'm pausing this.
Yeah.
He's going
I'm pausing
back and
this.
forth.
I'm pausing
saying,
this now.
I love you. I want to be with you. And now I'm mad that you won't want to be with me. But he's emotionally unstable. His emotional insecurity.
Why are you posted?
Bitch ain't
on
never
the
sat
scene?
that
I've
long.
never seen
Bitch,
so
I've never
direct
seen-
I
ever.
want you to do what you do if a nigga was saying that stuff.
Exactly.
That's why.
I think
Get off Mel's back.
I'm not. No, I want to hear your.
I'm with Mel.
she sounds crazy.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
This did not do her any favors. I'm
At all.
speaking just from what I'm listening to.
Of course.
She is contradicting so much of what she has been saying. Like it's just, you can't get around it. It's indefensible.
Yeah.
I like her. I think she's a lovely woman, but that shit sounds wild.
This is what happens when you get the actor to go off script.
The word.
This is what happens.
Also, you know what else it is?
That's right.
You got to be very fucking careful with how you handle your newfound popularity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to get her on their show. Everybody wanted a piece of her. Everybody. You're going to do a lot of talking. And eventually...
What you're saying is why I had to check you on all of that shared experience shit that you was talking up here.
No, because...
Because women like to get around each other and, I'm a woman, we women, I got pussy, we got pussy power.
No, don't do that.
Your plight and her plight may not be as linked as you think they are, is all I'm saying.
When I say that there's alignment, it could literally just be on two different, parallels or subjects. That's it. She's her, I'm me. We have totally different walks of life, completely. But there are some parallels that I just acknowledged, but that didn't mean that she is me and I am her and we are us. Not even a little bit.
Okay.
So, and also when it comes to doing interviews, I really try to kind of find a lot of common ground with who I'm talking to. It makes
You're great at that. That's why I kept you here and sent Ish away.
And flip.
And
Thank
Flip.
you.
Well, you be one
She
of
got
these
so
other
much in
niggas.
common with the clips.
I mean,
She's hip hop.
yeah.
She's in a mystical video, nigga.
She sold drugs before.
And was a
Went to
bouncer.
jail.
I mean,
And was a realtor, a dentist. Yeah. Mel done been a million different people. I ain't gonna hold you. This little cosplaying mother here. Anyway,
keep going because I feel like
I want to get to. There's just a line.
I know you, yeah.
Bro, we
Please
are
get to
doing
it.
great. My nigga. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Don't rush.
Good with these
And
words.
I am.
Even that, you good with them words.
Listen,
Because
but
you
let me
giving
say
all
this.
these people advice.
Let me say this,
Wow,
Paul.
this
He has every right to feel like what I've been doing as far as
This is crazy.
Why'd she bring
being in
back
a
to him?
relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why you messing with him? Why are you playing mental games with him?
I'm not
Why you
playing
messing
mental
with
games
him?
It's not mental games. It's
No,
all
no,
just-
Why is there still sex involved?
How do you know we sexing? We
Oh,
just be
see,
having
and
a-
now,
Because you from Long Beach, I know.
There we go.
oh God,
There we
oh
go.
God.
I know what it
Let me
is.
say this: it is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support.
I wish
him.
I could
have
fast
faith for him
forward.
in it.
No, this is a gaslight
He's,
extraordinaire.
we
I know.
talked about it.
I bet
intensively.
Junior,
And
JV
he
team.
understands it. And
She a
he's-
JV gaslighter though. She ain't a professional.
That's what,
Sit. All right, let him off the leash. Go ahead.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
Come
shit.
here, come
See,
here.
Paul Pierce is
You
a
know what?
professional.
If
No,
that's
Paul
what
Pierce
I'm
is a
doing,
nigga.
I'm
You could tell.
people gonna be
No,
mad,
but-
okay. If I'm
all right,
doing
Paul.
what I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it. He's, we talked about it intensively, and he understands it. And he's,
Come here.
that's what,
Sit. All right, let him off the leash. Go ahead.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
Come
shit.
here, come here.
Well, you
Sit.
know what? If that's what I'm doing, I'll say this, and people gonna be mad. I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said,
Come here.
I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash.
Ridiculous.
42, I'm not opt out.
Rocky Rob.
We are not opt out. Okay, we have options, and we are not on the leash.
I paused it.
Holy, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me hold your thought. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Dr. Paul Pierce.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you
Professor Pierce.
P squared.
The truth.
The truth. God got a sense of humor now, I'm telling you.
Woo, won't he do it?
We're going to find out about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant from the truth.
One way or another.
I think that line said it all. I think that line be my beef with the women that are, that do that. Because buried underneath all that in the truth is jealousy of it's like I want to.
They call it penis envy for a reason.
I'm a nigga now. I've been hurt. I've been ran through. So I'm a nigga, and all the shit niggas do. I understand it because I'm doing it. I've adopted that. But I get to hide under the veil of I'm a woman, so you can't talk about my bodies. You can't talk about me sliding. You can't talk about how I go about that process, like moving and shaking out
How
here.
I'm out here
Spinning the
mistreating a
block.
man,
Yeah.
leading him on,
Not validating
until I
his
find
feelings.
something else.
Gaslighting him.
Better
Not
dealing.
listening to him.
Toxic
Not
femininity.
building with him. Fucking him when I want. Not fucking him off and on. 5 years. You sit here. I got niggas on the side, so you better not say nothing to me neither, nigga.
She started the conversation with, I have companions.
Yins.
Plural.
Yeah, I just want to hear from Mel.
But then she want to get on.
I like, honestly.
No,
Eventually.
no,
that's
and
not
we
the-
love
But
that.
that's
That's
not
dope.
the thing. She wasn't going to be honest.
wasn't?
Yeah,
He
no.
forced her into a corner where she couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She wasn't necessarily transparent from go. He started asking her questions. She would get away from the question. No, get back over here.
Bring that
That's what
ass
happened.
here.
She couldn't avoid it. She couldn't avoid it.
If he wasn't prepared, she was going to wiggle herself out of that, too.
Oh, she is. She
was
had about
at
3 or
that.
4
Yeah.
different times when she was out.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you got your red pajamas on.
Tried to
Ha,
sneak
ha,
in.
ha.
You know,
No. Red light
Yo,
special.
how do you know I'm f***ing him? Because you're from Inglewood. I mean, you're from
She said, how you
Long
know we
Beach.
sexing?
I know you.
You just said you
I
not
know
vitamin
you.
D
She just said it
deficient.
before that. Yeah.
Right.
I know you.
I don't care. His response.
That's what
I
it
know.
was.
Because she's either smashing him or she's smashing somebody else, one of the other 5. Which one is it? So now you look even crazier now that you're denying the fact. You're saying, oh, yeah, it's not possible. What if I'm actually not having sex with him? Yeah, okay. All right, now you look even crazier. See, this is chess. Like she was blocked in checkmate, and she could not figure her way out. Oh, well.
I know you.
I know
That's
how you
why.
move.
That's why. I know the camera.
So much for the therapist. She getting therapized. This is what I'm saying. This is what would have happened if Cheyenne Bryant, just like we got the privilege to see what Kevin Samuels and Kendra G's interaction would be like. It was exactly what you expected. Kevin dominated that situation. I'm not saying every man has this conversation, but a lot of men had these thoughts about these women here. And there is something to be seen about the woman that's going around dunking on all these other personalities to analyze exactly what she is talking about and what she really is discussing. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, good shit, Paul Pierce. Go check the rest of this out on the Joe Budden podcast. The episode's called, it's episode 842, Glazing Hip Hop and R&B. If you want to hear the full conversation, they go in depth. I'm going to have to chop this up as it is because it was a necessary conversation, but it definitely ran a little long. So shout out to Paul Pierce once again. The truth. I look forward to good things coming from Paul Pierce. Once he sees the positive reaction this is getting, actually putting it on display. Even Cheyenne, if she decides to come back, like that would be an interesting interaction. Because like I said, I think Paul had a larger play that he set up, and he was playing chess from the beginning. He allowed her to pepper him with questions. He was vulnerable. He was vulnerable about his own situation, so much so that some people in the comments thought that she got off on him in the early rounds. But boy, by the end of it, he proved his point. We don't know exactly what this lady is doing, where she's from, what her credentials are to be out here telling people what it is they're doing. We don't know her life experience. Like even Tasha K, and Tasha K and Corey Holcomb have both brought it up. There's some questions about her sexuality in general. Does she even like men? That's the question. That's the questions. Like she's giving out so much other information, like I think that this needs to be part of the vetting process for all these people that we listen to. The difference is between her and Kevin Samuels is that we had already done the vetting process before a lot of these other people even heard who he was. And that's the thing. He had been around talking to men, having real conversations, being critical of men before he even got to talking to the ladies. And though that is what became popular, wildly popular over the pandemic for whatever reasons, the fact that he went through that first process, you can't ever question his positions on the second process. He was looking for wives for these particular men. He had a mission there. These particular men that he had been speaking to and improved their lives. That's the funny thing. Men took that information and actually improved themselves and became better people. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she's a fly by night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying she shouldn't be able to make money at some point, but we got to be honest here. And we're having an honest conversation. We're not sniping at people because they had families out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in bad taste. That's what we all notice. And we notice that no doctor, no therapist is going to go up there and do something so low brow. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, interesting topic, interesting discussion. Shout out to them for covering it. Everybody's picking it up now. It's a great reason why, and I hope it brings some more attention to Paul Pierce's independent platform. I don't think he's being produced by anybody. That seems to be his show. And if they having conversations like that, I think we're going to be tuning in a lot more. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fawcett Media.